Hey guys, it's time for the midweek lift, and this week we are in 1 John 3, and I love the way this opens. See how great a love the Father has bestowed upon us that we should be called children of God, such as we are. I gotta tell you, adulting is not the most fun thing in the world, right? Like, just taking care of all the daily pressures and right now with COVID and the way it's been, I think there's just so much pressure on us. I think sometimes we want to just come unglued because things just don't work out the way we want them to. Our expectations are unmet. And, as kids, I think sometimes when I was a kid, I would get frustrated with my parents because I would have an expectation of something and they would not meet that expectation. And I wouldn't understand it was because they had something better in mind. So maybe on a Saturday, I would think, man, today I'm going to ride my bike all day and play with my friends. And then I'd be getting up and they'd say, hurry up, we're leaving. Well, where are we going? Well, we're going to grandma's house. Well, I didn't want to go to grandma's house. I wanted to go play with my friends. It wasn't that I didn't love my grandma. It's just that I had an expectation of what I was going to do. But they had something better in mind. And now that I've lost one grandmother and my other grandmother has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, is in her 90s, and we recently just went and saw her when we were in Michigan, I realized how precious that is. And I realized that my parents, when they were taking me to my grandmother's as a kid, were giving me something better. It wasn't that they didn't want me to play with my friends and have fun. It was that they were building a relationship that was much more meaningful. And so, when God says that he's lavished his great love upon us as children of God, sometimes it just doesn't feel like it. We're like, God, you're lavishing love. Well, what about COVID? Well, what about the pressure? What about the things that are going on, the hurts that I have, the difficulties, the struggles? What about the relationships that are getting strained because of the distance, because of the isolation, because of COVID? He's lavishing love on us. We don't always know at the time. We have an expectation that God's going to show up and he's going to fix A, B, C, and D. But oftentimes he's breaking bad habits within us, bad things within us so that he can give us something better. And so he is lavishing love upon us. And I just want to remember that our expectations are not always in line with his will. And if we can line up our expectations with his will, then we will see that he's doing something we can't even begin to imagine. So I hope that helps you this week. Maybe you can take that with you and lift you up this week.